Hi, I'm Kent Mayor Dana Ralph, and I want to say thank you for joining me for the April 21st, 2023 weekly update. A couple of things to go over today, and then we've got a long list of events that are happening around Kent in the next couple of weeks. So Sunday, the 23rd, is the last day of the legislative session in Olympia. The City of Kent has been very busy this session, weighing in on mostly issues surrounding housing, zoning, and public safety. I would love to tell you that I am super optimistic about how things are going to end with this session, but we do have some pretty significant concerns. Feel like we've made a little bit of progress on things like pursuits and the ability of our police officers to stop the bad guys, but nowhere near the progress we had hoped to make. Still have pretty significant concerns around drug use and possession, and whether or not that will be legal or what passes out of the legislature will tie our hands even further in keeping our community safe and getting folks that need resources into resources. So once session ends and everything has made it through the governor's desk for his signature, we will be doing some update videos, specifically around housing. There have been a lot of changes. The legislature has taken over some of that local control, some of the things that we as a city have normally been able to do to make sure that growth is reasonable and responsible in our city. So we'll be doing some updates on those. You can watch for those videos, and then we'll also be doing some updates on the public safety, things that have happened this legislative session. So stay tuned. Fingers crossed. We're still trying. We will be here until the very last day, weighing in and making sure that we as a city are representing the best interests of our community. Now on to some lighter things, some of the great events that are happening in and around our city in the next couple of weeks. Earth Day. Our Parks team is kicking off their 2023 Volunteer Conservation Event Series. Really, it means just opportunity for you as our residents to get out and help us take care of our open spaces and parks. Great way to volunteer, hang out with the family or the Boy Scout troop, whatever it is, come out and help us work to keep those open spaces healthy. So the first event we've got is Saturday, tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. out at Clark Lake Park. Like I said, volunteering in our parks is a great way to get involved and to give back to our community. So hopefully we'll see a lot of you out at the park tomorrow up at Clark Lake. You can also see about more of our events that are coming up, and you can sign up for those events at mykentparks.com. All right, the next event we've got coming up is part of our Equity and Inclusion Speaker Series. So this is a speaker series that we started probably about 4 years ago, and it's bringing in speakers to talk about a variety of equity and inclusion issues. The next speaker we've got coming on Wednesday, the 26th, 7 p.m., will be at Green River College, the Kent Station location. Daphne Frias is a youth activist with cerebral palsy, and she'll be talking about disability advocacy while touching on the history of disability culture in America. So again, wanting to make sure that we are bringing voice to a variety of folks in our community and making sure that as a city that we are inclusive and helping provide our residents with that great information. So really looking forward to Daphne's presentation. Another event we've got is a welcoming figure dedication. So you think about what most people would look at and call a totem pole. In Washington State, in the Pacific Northwest, we haven't really historically had traditional totem poles. What we have had here are welcome figures. The Kent Museum, our Greater Kent Historical Society, is going to be dedicating a welcome figure on April 29th at 1 p.m. This was carved by Mike Evans, the Honorable Chair of the Snohomish Tribe of Indians, father of the Blue Heron Canoe family, and Vice President of the Greater Kent Historical Society. Mike has been working on this every Friday for the last couple of years. It's been a great opportunity for people that stop by the museum to hear stories, learn about Native American culture and the history of those welcoming figures. So please, if you're out and about, take the chance to swing by the Greater Kent Historical Society and our Kent Museum and be there as we unveil that welcoming figure. Finally, we are hiring as a city. There are a lot of jobs, a lot of openings that it takes to keep our city moving. Everything from parks operations and public works. So think summer jobs, making sure that everything is mowed and taken care of, trashes are emptied, fire hydrants are painted, all the way through all of those kids camps, sporting events. We need umpires, referees, that kind of thing. So take a look at jobs.kentwa.gov and apply and come to work with us. We're a really fun team doing great work, serving our community, and would love to have you join us. So with that, we will see you next time. Have a wonderful weekend, and fingers crossed that spring shows up at some point.